I think Maimuna has really summarized it about, the commitment made, but, after committing maybe 100 billion per year, then we don't see it being implemented. We don't see the money coming, or even the money coming, we still have very complex processes of accessing those money. But I think during this COP, there are much other discussions which goes beyond money. As money is important, there are other things. For example, we're looking at the policies that we are having. Like, of course, Kenya have Climate Change Act 2016. And, when you look at this Climate Change 2016, it was a process. There was a lot of dialogues for us to come up with this Climate Change Act for 2016. And for example, when I look at the issues of gender, they're mainstreamed in this document. And yes, they're mainstreamed. When you look at documents like National Climate Change Action Plan 2018 to 2022, and now we are developing another one, 2023, for the next 5 years. And you find that gender has been mainstreamed in this document. And also you look at different ministries. You go to different Ministry of Environment. We have a climate change desk. Do we have gender focal points? You go to even other institutions like the Council of Governors. Do we have a climate change, department there? Are gender issues being mainstreamed? And you find they are. But the position we find ourselves in that even if we have these climate change issues or we have gender being mainstreamed in this document, there's a gap between what is appearing in the document and what is being implemented. Even, for example, when you look at the Kenya Constitution 2010, it says that we need the 2/3 gender representation. And that's very important because this will give, the women and the youth a chance to kind of participate at decision-making level. But you have it so nicely there in the Kenyan Constitution, but it's never been implemented. It's never been passed in the parliament. So we're having a gap on, what has been stated even at the national level, at the policy level, and implementing them at the local level. So that is kind of like a gap. But I think we've really tried by having these policies in place, and Kenya is leading in this kind of processes. And also, when we talk about moving to green energy, I think Kenya has really so much to invest in the green energy through the geothermal and all that. But one of the challenges we have even at this level, when we talk about green energy and, green energy, and maybe we look at gender issues and green energy, we're talking about big projects, but we're not looking at about the energy being used at the local level. Because if you look at this country, 60% of the population still use fossil fuel, using firewood. Yes, we only have a forest cover of 10%. So how can we promote, for example, mitigation through using improved clean vehicles, through using solar lighting, and even just promoting 10%, more than 10% of, so those are some of the things you can do at the national level.
Absolutely.